Hello everyone, I'm Matt Little and I'm here to talk to you about the safety, how to manipulate it, and the different possibilities for how you carry your Taurus PT92, the different carry conditions you can have the firearm in. So the safety on this is relatively unique in that I can have the safety up with the hammer forward. So I can have the hammer forward and the safety up. What this does is I have an additional redundant safety even though my first shot is going to be double action only. Now, I can also, because the first shot has a long trigger pull and a heavier trigger pull than the single action shots, it's also safe to carry this gun off of safe with the hammer forward. The first shot would then once again be that long double action pull, which prevents any unsafe incidents while you're carrying the gun in this condition. Now, what I really like about this, and this is relatively unique among double action, single action pistols, only a few that do this, is that if the hammer is to the rear, I can put this gun on safe, and now it is safe to carry with the hammer to the rear, and my first shot actually becomes single action. Now, if you're not familiar with double action, single action operating mechanisms on a pistol, basically with the hammer forward, I have a long trigger pull and a heavier trigger pull because the hammer has to come to the rear and go forward, what they call double action. Now, when the gun fires, if you notice the hammer stays to the rear. So now my subsequent shots are going to be single action with a much shorter travel, much shorter take up, and a much lighter trigger pull. So my preferred way of carrying this would be just like the Taurus 1911, hammer to the rear on safe, and then as I come up, I sweep the safety down with my thumb and have that single action shot, that nice, light single action trigger pull. So those are the different ways you can carry it. There are also the different ways you can have the safety and how you manipulate the safety. Remember, on this gun, up is safe, down is fire, and then pressing past that becomes the decock. So now I'm going to go ahead and load the gun, and we'll do it live, and I'll demonstrate the different ways the gun functions. All right, so first we'll start out with the hammer forward in double action mode and the safety off. When I'm like this and I present, all I have to do is pull the trigger, but I have that longer, heavier double action trigger pull. Now, with the hammer to the rear and the safety up, I still have that short, light trigger pull on that single action shot. It's safe to carry because the safety is on, and all I have to do is sweep the safety down with my thumb as I present the gun and take the shot. Now, if I want to decock it, all I have to do is bring the safety down and the hammer comes forward without the gun firing. So those are the different ways, the different conditions you can have the gun in for the first shot, and the different ways to manipulate the safety and the decocker to accomplish these. Remember too, when you're shooting this gun, if you're shooting the first shot in double action mode, that hammer is going to stay to the rear, and now the subsequent shots are going to have a much shorter, lighter trigger pull. So that's an important thing to consider and remember with this gun. So I hope everyone got some value out of this, and I'll see you all on the range soon.